Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to try Keystone Ice. Now, ice beer, what they usually do is after fermentation's done with, they will lower the temperature below freezing. It will the beer will form crystals, which the water is going to freeze first. They'll pull those off, and that will give you a higher ABV beer. Now, supposedly, and this is my fourth or fifth ice beer. They're saying it's smoother. Now, you could just add more grain and get a higher ABV. I have yet to been able or to tell the difference between what the ice process is doing. Yeah, it's going to drive up the ABV because like I said, the crystals are the water's freezing on top. You're pulling that off, so you have less liquid, so it's going to up your ABV. Maybe they want to keep the same profile, like grain profile, grain taste, grain smell, but I still think if you pull water out, you're going to still you're going to take that down, so it would be a stronger taste and smell anyway. So I'm not sure. But this is 5.9% ABV. October, I can't even read that. It looks like this is an old one. October 14th, 19. So a year old. We'll see how this is. Yeah, October 14, 19. It has to be a 1. Can't be a 0, I wouldn't think. But yeah, I believe this is an old can. So you might want to take into account what I say with a grain of salt. Let's go ahead and open this and get it into a glass, see what we think. Obviously, this isn't one that's purchased all that often. I'll have to make sure, just like craft beer sometimes, I forget to look at the dates on like IPAs, and I would think that these are a big seller. Higher ABV, couple, get you, buzzed or something like that. So I would have thought these would be purchased a lot more. But hey, obviously not, unless they found one that they had in the back room and they put it in front. Head is dying down quick. We do have a little bit more of a head on this one than we did with the Keystone Light. Not very much though. White head, it is dissipating, not even a quarter finger. Color, a little bit more golden in color, but it is very clear. Magnifying glass, I can see right through it. I can see the bell sign and also the light box. Good bubble level coming up. Doesn't look like it's as fast as it was in the Keystone Light. Let's go ahead and smell. A little bit more toasted bread. I also think the sweetness is up. That toasted grain, I wouldn't say fully, it's almost like they used half light, half medium, so you come in between that kind of biscuit smell. Yeah, with a tiny bit of sweetness, not as much, and I just finished up the review for the Keystone Light, so that's what's fresh in my mind. The sweetness isn't as high as it was on that. But let's go ahead and taste, see what we think. Definitely maltier. Not to an IPA or a double IPA where you kind of get that light syrup or heavier syrup. It's more of a darker cracker, a crispier cracker, maybe one that was baked a tiny bit more than the rest. Like the light cracker would be the Keystone Light. This is more of almost a medium that's coming through. To me, this has more flavor than the light version, which would probably be obvious. I don't taste anything bad with it, being a year old. Almost a year old. Well, no, it is over. This is the end of October. It does kind of leave a malty taste in the back, and that's about it. The sweetness really isn't there, like it was in the light version. If I had to, let's see if it says the IBUs like the light one did. No, because I was gonna say this version, I would almost say they forgot to add hops. Like it needs a little bit, 10, 15 IBUs to balance that maltiness out. It almost seems dry to me. Like my mouth's dry. For this one, I would probably have to go with a 1.75 out of 5. I don't think it's balanced. It's just kind of malty, and that's all you're getting. I think the light version is better than this. I don't taste alcohol, but in comparing the two, I would definitely drink that light version over this any day. That could be because it's a year old, but hey, it's in the stores. Coors didn't pull it off. If they deliver there, or whoever delivers there, it was there, and most people are not going to check any dates. They're going to drink it and go on to the next. So yeah, I would say 1.75 out of 5. Let's look at Untappd just real quick. Yeah, 4 of my friends have checked it in, average 1.75 out of 5. 11,000 people have checked it in, 1.85 out of 5. So I would say I'm right there with everybody. I can't say if it's good or if it's bad or if it's better fresh or whatever, as far as that goes, but from my scaling rating, I'm right in line with everybody else. So yeah, let me know if you've had this below, and if you've had a fresh one, or next time you do look at can, and if it's fresh, let me know what you get out of that. So if you enjoyed this video, check some more out over here, and until next time, happy brewing.